Ladies and gentlemen, it is Bo the Potato back here again for my next video. This is my second ranked game, and it was a Empire Wars one. So let's get to see. We get to see what that looks like here. Mm, mm, ba, 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 ba. We can no regular 1x. There we go. So I don't know if you're seeing it here, but like I started off sloppy and slow. Was it Turks? Yeah, this is a Teutons. I think the map is flipped. How did I do that? Mini mode? Oh, I'm gonna find it. Thank you guys for putting up with me while I try to figure this out. Not there. Oh, those are the brushes I gotta get rid of. I could have sworn I started over in this position. Oh, I did. I'm red. My bad. That would do it. So, there you go. I am not the fastest thinker here. As you can see, let's see what we got. What is he doing? He went right away into his stables. Mining gold, wood. Here's his food. And so he hasn't clicked up yet, but he is going to send his people over. Here we go, I'm putting up my second stable. So this was kind of funny. I had never done an Empire Wars game, second ranked game ever. Oh, I got llamas up here. Yeah, so little did I know anything about what to expect or how this was going to go. Looks like he's doing his little investigation around the map. I think he was just making sure that I hadn't headed up that way. I did have somebody back coming around his base. What can I see at this point? Not a whole lot. Yep, let's see. And he did decent with the little raiding here. I think I lose a couple of villagers. I tried my hand at some quick walling, I guess. Haven't really done that before or had to do that defensively, so it was kind of interesting to see. I was like, okay, the gold can function as a gold line. I probably need more up there to wall off. I didn't even notice I had those llamas. That's funny. Which I know he'll go ahead and send around. I think I'm just starting on a watchtower. There, I used the house to quick wall. Second house. But meanwhile, he's just gonna cut up some of my villagers. Thought about using some villagers to counterattack him. Obviously not a great idea. See, we're at 4-0 eco KD and KD. I have no army. Which is interesting there. Value or percent gold. So I don't know why it says I have military value. So I did not have them filled up. And the tower shouldn't quite count. 320. Yeah, I'm a little confused. Percent gold. Total value of the military units this player has in proportion to their gold. See, I don't see 380 in terms of my military unit cost. Maybe that's what I've spent in total, but I just don't quite see it. Is that 129 there? these couple of guys. I hadn't sent anybody up here. Yeah, so I think that number is a little bit of a stretch. Let's see what he's up to back at his base. I just did the tiniest little bit of microing. Starting to attack his people, but really didn't get anywhere. He's walking further to wood. He's always still running those alpacas back. That's funny. I need to get the easy relic identification. Oh! Those are my little alpacas. That's funny. Here I go, taking hill advantage on his scout. I don't think he saw that coming there. Got my llamas back, and I actually sent them up through the top of the map and back, which I think is hilarious. So here I am, dinking around. And I was surprised. I actually did let his villagers get a little closer around me than I probably wanted. But hey, it did alright. There we go. He's going to start his castle. He's the Turks. So I was debating on what to call this game. Oh, you can't select the birds anymore. Fun fact, I don't know if this used to be just AoE 2 maybe? Or AoE 1, Rise of Rome. You could actually have your villagers target the birds. And so it was kind of hard to hit, but if you did, your villager would throw a spear up to the bird and the bird would explode. I don't know if it can be found anywhere, but that used to just make me laugh. And I always got a chuckle out of it. Alright, so you can see him, he's being a little bit quicker. My llamas are back off on their way to me. What do I have down here? Oh, see, I tried to bring in a couple of stables. Very, very late to the party. Thought I might try to surprise him a little bit. Really just poor planning on my part. You can see he's already firing up on the Janissaries. Castles can hold 20. I should probably try to remember that. What do we got? Pierce 11. Armor 8, Pierce 11. Interesting. Things I didn't know. Alright, so he has the first bit axe. I got double bit axe. He's already gotten horse collar and wheelbarrow, which I have not done. And he's also ahead on me because he has fletching. We both have bloodlines, and he's getting bow saw, and I have just gotten forging. So I started to shift after my last game to military just a little bit earlier. Clearly nowhere near early enough. Yeah, llama, come on back. Oh my gosh. Oh, actually not nearly as bad as the past. So I felt like I was doing a little bit better in this game. I still know not good by any means, but like, I kind of feel like the 2.5 minutes of idle TC time is better. Now granted, he has another TC than compared to me, but he does have one just kind of hanging. Watchtower, you see me getting my second one. 90-95 pop. Wow. Can't imagine I have that many villagers. 40 against his 42. Oh wait, no, his 40 against my 42. 9 Janissaries, 5 knights. Oh, so those were queued up ones. Okay, so he's queuing knights as well. Here you can see we have this little knight battle as he found my stables. I didn't really have a whole lot I could do there. I did try to do some quick walling with the houses, and like I knew that monks would probably be the right thing to get to the knights eventually. But yeah, I just don't have a whole lot there. And looking at my resources, I way overcommitted with these guys mining gold. I wasn't watching my wood going all over the place. Again, I've just got people. Yeah, you can see I forgot the good luck and have fun. Until, what, 16 minutes into the match? I don't know what real time is, at least 10. So I've totally forgotten. Excuse me. Sorry for the yawns, guys. So yeah, totally forgot about this area up here to wall. I'm gonna get grids and some other things on here. I was watching a video recently from Hera about things to do before playing ranked. So I'll try to throw that in the description because I think a lot of that will be helpful. Oh, I didn't even realize he asked me if I was resigning. Alright, did he? I wish I could go back in time and tell him, like, no, I'm gonna do my best to fight it out. Because at this point, like, I know I don't have a lot of military, but I had just watched the Jordan and Hera matches, and I was like, well, if I've got villagers, I'm still in decent shape. So that was my focus. I was like, you know what? Maybe I can build up the production fast enough. I can get a few more villagers. Pikemen are everywhere. I can try to finish out the wall. So I was actually trying to keep the base a little bit smaller here. Probably not a smart idea when I could have just palisade walled off the edge, because this wouldn't have gotten a lot of play anyway. Let's see, what's he got here? Yes, this is his, what, Knights and Janissaries. And you can see, I do my thing for a little while. Oh, there was a gap in there too. That's funny. I didn't realize he could just walk right through. Well, accidents happen. Now, if I had a few more bikemen, I could have done something, maybe. Because they weren't, what, I don't know, kind of upgraded. Oh, he's much better on his upgrading. So he's focused on bodkin and iron casting. Through, get into those guys. And my whole thought process here was if I keep more villagers and build my eco, I'll be able to get back to him, or get back at him. Got a couple of skirmishers that I'm trying to use against the Janissaries, though I don't necessarily think that's the best idea now. I'm gonna go back and double check my tech tree, because that was probably a mistake. Let's see what I can find on there. I'm gonna check. I think I had the Teutons. So for the Teutons, actually for any civ, not that it's unique to the Teutons. Strong versus archers, weak against units at close range. It's actually probably not a bad trade that my skirmishers were getting against the, against the Janissaries, but certainly not good. But I was under the belief, pretty much at this point, that I was going to be able to, I figured he probably had more of an attack coming. I probably just need to get my economy up, and I will be strong enough. Oh, I can't believe I didn't see any of this. Maybe not didn't see, didn't know what to do with. Oh, yeah, didn't see. That's funny. Oh, that's where deer hide. Alright, so what do we have here? What are these? Oh, TC. TC. Ah, another tower going up. TC, okay. Let's see, so I finally picked up Bosa. Still haven't gotten horse collar. I did notice my farms kept running out on me. So that'll make a difference there. Here, I picked up my infantry armor. Got bodkin. So notice he's gone 2 on most, where I have 2 on just iron casting and blast furnace. Not even blast furnace, whatever they are, forging and iron casting. And here, like at the score, like I'm less behind than I was. I got the TCs popped. I have stupid villagers hanging out all over the place, but in my head, I wasn't completely sunk yet, even if I was mostly sunk. 69.2, 86. He's got to be a 0. That's embarrassing. 79. Okay, so he's clicked up to imp there, which I was... Or no, he hasn't quite clicked up. Now he's going to click up. Oh no, he had already clicked up. He was on his way. So he's going to be to Imperial Age any second, and that's probably where some trebs are going to start coming out of this. Yeah. So I hadn't even started to go to Imperial Age yet, so like... Practically, it would probably be a good time to resign. So I got a little bit less idle TC time, and my workers were very inefficient. Keeping my APMs up, gathering, build, overall ecos, yep. So yeah, so I've got a few more villagers working. You can see I've just about cleaned out all my stone, and I should have sent people up here, but I didn't. Jaguar giving me some trouble. And I like how he's just kept his one scout here. Like I could scoot down. I could get more gold. I don't know how much I've explored now. Oh, so I didn't even know that gold was there. I didn't know much. I knew there was some gold up here. I knew there was a relic up there. So here I go, popping on out, and this was reckless. Because I had no idea he was right there, but I figure I'm right here. I can build up, I can get out, I can do a little something. I'm still shocked by like how small a tiny map is too. Because like you can pretty much see both of our bases here, nearly both of our town centers. Oh wait, I guess that's his second TC, not his first one. But again, his TC to my TC, really not that far. I mean, like what, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 treb shot length, something like that. Like I said, I used to play gigantic, so like the thought of being able to hit your person's base with a treb without like first trekking all the way across the map seemed quite uncommon. Again, I don't need to be on gold here, yet I had all those people going to gold, so start trying to fix that right quick. And we'll see how it works. Another relic sitting just right under my nose. Wish I would have seen his message. So you can see he's starting to pull away here because he's got a little more army. He is doing a good job mixing up camels, so he's made a transition from his knights to camels now. I'd imagine the knights... Did I clear out the rest of his knights? He's got one here. I'll flip it over to the military. Nope, all of his military is right here. So to me, that says he really didn't have quite as much as I was worried about. Yeah, just one knight. Okay, so now he's got 3 bombard cannons. Where are they coming out of? Oh, inside the siege workshop. Okay. Cool, I did not see that. So he's keeping those maybe at home to protect himself. You can see I'm finally getting a castle up. Not the best idea of where to put one again, but I didn't have a whole lot of great ideas. I figure either way he's going to come in here. This wood line's in trouble. I didn't realize I'd already chopped through, but this wood line's in trouble because I'm open. I was thinking I might get some cover fire from there, but he can just treb from up here and I'm in trouble. Got these people hanging out, these people hanging out. 13 pikemen, 6 skirmishers. I mean, 1323. Yeah. So I've got less than 20. But he's got less than 30. What, he's got 35, 40? Yeah, a little bit better. And they are just bombards, not hoofnesses. I don't know why I thought he had trebs. But yeah, he does a very good job here, moving these guys in. I said spearmen and pikemen, maybe not the best solution here. I need to get my skirmishers around to hit his janissaries and have some sort of faster cavalry or something to get there. I just didn't realize how the first thing I pulled up in this game when I was after I built those 2 stables was what the Teutons stable looked like. For those of you that don't know, Teutons have one thing in the stable. Well, I mean, they've got scout cavalry, of course, but they have knights, cavaliers, and paladins. They do not get camels. They do not get light cavalry. On the barracks, they have the halberdiers. But yeah, it wasn't looking good for me here, to say the least. So I got lumberjacks under attack. They're all dead. I'm trying to get some people on the inside here, hoping I get some extra shots out of the castle, but because I only have my bodkin arrow there, I'm guessing he's coming through with bracer pretty soon. Blast furnace is on the way. Yeah, if he were to have bracer, or if I were to have bracer, it might do more for my tower attacks. You can see there, I do get decent shots on the camel riders when I can hit them. And the janissaries go down pretty good. Here you can see I tried to get them. I did not realize skirmishers do like next to 0 damage against the bombard cannon, so that was my mistake. I should have at least looked and seen what that does too. Because Teutons probably have, or what, Turks? Turks, yes. Turks probably have even stronger ones. Oh, unique tech for +2 range. Okay. Chemistry's free. Gunpowder units. Oh, bonus hit points. Yeah. That would make sense. Those bombard cannons have 100 hit points. They get a 25% bonus, which means they normally have... or 80? Yeah. Yeah. Quick maths. So yeah, you can see I just ran, basically. Like, I got a couple of my villagers out. I was going to try to keep doing some of my really cheap stuff. Probably not a good idea here, but I realized what I had in resources and what I had in my base, and I thought the smartest thing I could do is get my villagers out and try to reformulate my army somewhere else. So didn't really do it super well, wasn't real thoughtful about it. As you can see, my base has pretty much been ransacked, runsuck. I'm done. But what I have done is I took as many villagers as I could and I ran them out here to the side. And then I took another set of villagers and I've been pumping them out here as fast as I could. So you can see Eco KD, or Eco, is a little bit lower now at 58. At one point I had a villager higher than his, but I don't know how bad off I was for villagers here. You know, in all fairness, yes, he has won this match. So there goes the first swath of villagers that I snuck out. Distract him a little bit here. I figure I'm going to lose my my house and my town center. Basically, my main eco is probably gone. He's having a field day there, but I figure I want to try to do something here real quick. So I go in, I start putting up a forward castle. Really bad idea to be this far forward on a castle. I think my kind of intent was to hopefully get him to pull back and like at least have him think about this. And I figure our castles couldn't shoot each other. And man, even not attacking his house probably would have been a smart thing. If I would have gone just a little bit further back, he might not have ever noticed this. And I honestly don't think he noticed it at first. It probably took him a little while. Yeah, because I'm shooting on him there. Putting up the castle walls. He's continuing to destroy my buildings back here. And I am starting to build. Let's see, I'm probably not cranking out any units yet. But I realize this wood line's cut. I might as well get my villagers working. So I start doing what I can. Same song, second verse here. Go in, pick villagers, start cranking them out. Town center over here, villagers, start cranking them out. My thought is that I am going to get more going. I'll have more TCs, I'll have more castles. I will be able to put some pressure on him eventually. Especially if he just kind of hangs out and takes his time in my base here. Which he seemed to be having a good time with those bombards over there, and that's kind of part of what I was hoping, was just that I would waste a whole lot of time there, and I could get my villages built up, I could get his castle taken down. This is very embarrassing, trickle trebbing here. I do go and start throwing some rocks at it, but not for a whole lot of purpose. You can see I was done on military, but in my head I'm like, you know what? I've got a little bit of eco. One trib. And at this point I realize I got big flames and 2 trebs. I'm like, oh, that castle will actually go down. Which I wholeheartedly did not expect. But I think he saw his castle go down, realized like, oh, I should probably have my military come do something. This actually would have been, oh, 269, never mind. I was gonna say, if I could have put a second castle up right here, that might not have been a terrible thing. So I went for, yep, his TC, his market. I just started trying to do damage where I could with my very, very sloppy trebbing. I don't know why I didn't go for his market first. Not that it's hard to rebuild, but I totally should have done probably market, then stables, then siege workshop. You can see he's got his camels here. He's not replenishing or healing the army, so they're a little bit weaker. And he didn't heal or replace the Janissaries either, and I think that was part of what I was thinking, is I was like, well, he doesn't have a whole lot more. I have hit his base, and he did not start to respond, so I'm going to start cranking. I got farms going up here, no farms going up here, even though I should have. I really should not have anyone chopping wood at 3,600 wood right now. I think that's just kind of my default, where I send villagers when I don't know what to do, because everything comes from wood. I learned that recently when I found out about the Black Forest Nothing map, where you start in just a full Black Forest and have to work your way out. Looking forward to trying that one too, but yeah, here was my grand strategy, my grand style. He comes in with the bombards, real quick and easy way to clean up my castle. And without that technology, he's really not that far outside of the range. I'll have to double check what the bombard cannon range is standard versus what the Teuton Tower range is when it is fully hopped up with bracer and all that goodness. You can see I've gotten the bodkin arrow, but no bracer yet. I don't even know if Teutons get bracer, come to think of it. I thought I did. Well, let's go back and see. I do not get bracer. Okay, so I was as upgraded as I could get on my castle there. And he resigned. So I think this kind of surprised me. I don't know if he didn't want to have the fight at his base, or he knew that he had the ability to pretty effectively crush me. Did I have anything coming out in any of these? In my head, all of these were producing like massive units, and I had, what I have, a relic there. Yeah, I mean, I lost. Oh, what did I have? Oh, here we go. 4 archery ranges, so 5 crossbowmen, 10 crossbowmen. Um, yeah, I probably would not have had any shot there, but after watching that Jordan Hara match, I was like, you know what? I can get there. Um, let's see, ooh, worker efficiency, worst minute total. That's funny. Peak value, 4%. That was my worst villain. Oh, right at the start of the game. Okay, that makes sense. Um, and his would have been right at the end of the game, where I don't. Yeah, where he had just about given up. Um, I actually maintained lower floating resources than he did. He did have better actions per minute, but I think because a lot of the time I had no actions per minute, it made a pretty big difference. And pop up the time bar, finish the game out. But yeah, so game over. He resigned, which I felt bad about. I know he was ahead of me for a while. I wanted to fight. I wanted to try to be scrappy. I wanted to try to um, push myself to manage more in my economy. And I was, yeah, kind of bummed because he left, and that means that I technically get a win for that one, which is not what I needed on my ladder. But hey, we're early. I will try to reply to him in game. I didn't even see that message about whether or not I was going to resign. And I will do better going forward. So, fun game. Again, everybody, this is Bodacious11, Bo the Potato. I hope you had some fun, learned something. I sure got my butt kicked and am going to be back again very shortly for more. Thanks again. Catch you soon.